A law just switched on in 27 countries of the European Union with no grace period. And most of the people it touches have never even heard of it. Imagine a one-person shop. Handmade ceramics, made as a hobby in spare room. Ships all over Europe. It's a nice little addition to that family's budget. And there are tens of thousands of shops like this all across the EU. The law is called PPWR, and it's a packaging law that's supposed to protect the environment. And the goal is honestly good. Less waste and one rule book instead of 27. But the paperwork stayed national. You register, report, and pay for every single country you ship to. And there is no size threshold. You send one parcel to France, you have to register for France. You sell one handmade candle, and now you have the same obligations as a container ship. And here's what that costs. Compliance services charge anywhere between a few €100 up to €1,000 per country per year. So if you want to legally ship everywhere in Europe, you have to multiply that by 26. And that's somewhere between 6 and 26,000 euros before you even sold your first candle. And if you miss it, sales bans in Germany, fines up to 600,000 euros in Spain, and for Ireland, up to 15 million. Here's the twist. Months before the start date, the laws on authors proposed a patch to spare small sellers. It didn't pass. The fix is now scheduled for October, but the law started in August. So why are Etsy sellers panicking while most of solo sellers haven't even heard of it? Because platforms are legally required to check their sellers' papers. So the marketplace warns you. But if you ship from your own website, nobody has to tell you anything. But the same law and same fines still apply to you. And here's the quiet irony. The EU was built on one promise. People and goods move freely across the borders. That's the whole point of building a single market. They unified the rules for packaging. They just never unified the paperwork for the person sending it. So for corporations and big players, the promise of EU still works. They have people who file the paperwork and they have money to pay for it. But for a humble one-person shop, the borders just came back. And there are 26 of them, made of paperwork, unsustainable costs, and potential fines. So what's the unsettling part? Nobody really designed this. The fee scales with what you ship. The floor doesn't go lower, and for the whole EU, that's not less than 6,000 euros before you even sell your first candle. So somewhere near you, there's a small business going quiet for good because of this. Send this to a friend who sells handmade before they send their next parcel.